That's right.
days off. Here we go. What we're doing.
Yeah, we're still in holiday mode here, and just trying to test some mics.
So 1, 2, 3 test. Here we go. The Eagles, the Golden Eagles for the Hobbs.
Golden Eagles from Hobbs, huh?
Aren't they? What are they? Like regular Eagles?
I guess they'd be the golden.
I mean, I say they're golden.
We
What
could,
you think?
could make them golden if you want to. There's a big golden eagle on the front of Tasker. So, hey, we are testing mics here. We may be live. I guess we'll know here in a minute. We probably are. Those of you back home listening, we're just getting everything set up. We are in quarter number 3 of the JV game here in Lubbock as Lubbock Monterey is hosting the Hobbs Lady Eagles. There's about 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Hobbs Lady Eagle JV up 39-21. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner today here, Ricindo Caballero. We're missing the thumb. He's not with us, so we don't have our normal cameraman. We're also, they were ready for us. In fact, I was pretty excited. I walked in, I felt like a celebrity. They said, we've got you a table. We've been watching all your Facebook posts. We're excited to have you here.
A little famous, aren't we?
Yeah, I felt like they were expecting us. The good thing is they've treated us like kings here. The bad thing is they've treated us so well that they literally set us up a table right at center court.
That's how it should be. We should always get this royalty.
I thought maybe they were going to give me some tickets for like a free steak dinner afterwards or something. The way they treated me walking in here. So, man, the people have been amazing. Just awesome folks. They've treated me good. We've got Aaliyah Chavez's father that's sitting right behind us. We've been sitting here visiting with them, and so it's just been speaking of the devil, it's just been a really neat deal. So Chavez is going to play today. I've had probably a dozen messages from folks from Hobbs saying, is she going to play? She is going to play today. So you Hobbs folks that were going to be Fairweather fans and not tune in if she wasn't playing, tune in.
She's going to be here.
And watch, because we'll be live. She's going to be on the floor. Arguably the best player in the country will be playing here, and the best basketball team in the state of New Mexico. So pretty exciting. We are pumped. We're live. We're testing mics, getting ready to go live, just kind of jabbering. Any thoughts?
No, sir. I'm ready for some basketball. Finally get to be inside, nice and warm.
That's right.
So
that's right.
we're
No
one
wind.
down. No wind. No wind at all. No dust in the air, so we should be A-okay.
This camera angle, once again, we're going to apologize to you in advance. We are right up on the court. We didn't, we're not setting our cameras up in the back. So the camera angle, we're going to be looking up nostrils and whatnot. We're going to have some close-ups. But anyway, we're getting ready to go live. We are live for some of you already. We'll get our official broadcast and our pregame going here in a few minutes. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Hobbs Eagles Sports.
You guys got me?
How about now?
We got you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Well, we are. They've got about 13 minutes on the clock. They've got a shortened warm-up, so we're ready to go when you guys are.
Okay. Let me throw in the intro, and then I'll count y'all in, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, starting intro now.
Okay.
You got a minute before we go live.
Thank you.
60 seconds,
You're
you say?
Yes.
Awesome.
For those of you tuned in to HobbsAmerica.com or to the Unis Sports YouTube, I'm sorry, Hobbs Sports. I'm going to keep saying that. You may already be hearing us, and that's okay. We're getting ready to link in through the radio station, so we're going to be going through a couple of different systems, and then we're going to start our broadcast here. So it's
Something a little different, but a little bit funner, right?
Yeah, and it's going to be short.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Funner?
All right. Funner, a little funner.
Oh, we just made that into the word.
Man, the bad thing is we are going to be crunched right here for time. We should have started a little earlier before that JV game was over, because they put 20 minutes up there and then they sucked a whole bunch of that off. Yep.
We in Texas, that's why.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
5, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Hobbs Lady Eagle Sports and Game 1 for your New Mexico 5A defending state champion Lady Eagles. This is opening day for Hobbs, the 2023-2024 basketball season. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner today, Rosendo Caballero. Welcome, Rosendo.
Hello, sir. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm excited. Rosendo and I are 2/3 of the normal Unis Cardinal broadcast trio. Our buddy Charlie Fairbrush, a.k.a. The Thumb, is away with the family for the holidays. He's our normal cameraman, so we're definitely going to miss him, but we've got Rosendo on the camera today, so he's going to be the Thumb. Our broadcast team just finished with the Unis Cardinal football season. We were asked if we'd be interested in covering this Lady Eagle broadcast today, and I said, heck yeah. Rosendo said, let's do it. And so thanks, brother. We appreciate you, and it's an exciting day.
That's what I'm here for.
I hope all of you back home are half as excited as we are for this matchup here today. For those of you that have never listened to our broadcast, we handle ours a little different than others. We want to let you know up front that we are just a couple of good old boys from Lee County who support Lee County sports. Think of our broadcast like this. If Hobbs were to pull a couple of the loudest, rowdiest fans out of their bleachers, place them side by side and give them a microphone and a camera, it might get interesting. Well, that's us. We hope to make you laugh. We hope to make you smile. We hope to make you jump out of your seats. So sit back and imagine yourself as the ham in a Jimmy and Rosendo sandwich, and let's get it on here today. We are coming to you live from Lubbock, Texas, and Monterey High School. It's a cold day in Lubbock, and it's beginning to feel a lot like basketball season. And as Hoops fans, do we have a treat for all of you here this evening as your Lady Eagles tip off the season against one of the toughest girls basketball teams in the state of Texas, and arguably the best high school basketball player in the entire country in Aaliyah Chavez of Monterey. Wow, I'm excited.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it tremendously, brother.
Just days ago, this Hobbs team was listed by Max Preps as the preseason favorite and #1 ranked team in New Mexico girls basketball. They won it all last year. They returned every player from last season's roster but one, and crazy enough, there is not one senior on this season's roster. They are young and they are loaded. Last season, the Lady Eagles were 28-3 and finished hoisting the blue trophy for the state championship in New Mexico. Last season, Hobbs did face off against Lubbock Cooper over here, losing a very close game. Ironically, Cooper is the team that eventually knocked Monterey out of the state playoffs last year over here in Texas. So kind of give you a comparison. These two teams, it's a different team for Monterey for sure. They got a lot of their stars back, but it's a little bit of a different team for this year. It's basically the same group for Hobbs. The Lady Eagles are led by committee. Any given night, you can see different players lead this Hobbs team. Let's talk about a few of those amazing Lady Eagles. Let's start with last year's Hobbs' new son, All-Area Player of the Year in sharpshooter number 20 junior, Bryn Hargrove. Hargrove can absolutely stroke it from behind the three-point arc. She has great handle. She can get to the rim. She's an aggressive defender as well. Next, the most athletic young lady in New Mexico may be number 14, junior Brett Clay. Clay is long, athletic, quick. She can run the floor. In fact, she can run the floor, the track. She'll run straight across the pasture. This young lady has some wheels as a state champion in track and on the hardwood. This kid has bunnies, as the younger kids like to say, which for you old people, this means she can jump like a rabbit. She's a defensive stopper, lockdown defense. She's got a motor. The motor reminds me of her daddy, also Brett Clay, a former Hobbs Eagle himself. Another amazing guard for Hobbs is junior Nakia Mahika, number 15. This young lady's defense reminds me of those calls that you get about your car's extended warranty. You just can't get rid of them. If she guards you, you can't get rid of her. Everywhere you go, she's going to be right there in your face, letting you know in that, that sound that you get on the radio when they say, we're calling you about your car's extended warranty. That's how it is when you're trying to shake Mojica. She is in your face and you just can't shake her. She gonna call you from different numbers, whatever she's gotta do. But she's not a one-trick pony either. She can also knock it down from deep, and she can get to the rack off the bounce. Hobbs has two undersized posts that work the high-low action as good as any duo I've seen, with first 5'11" junior Kendall Cunningham. She's a rebounding machine. She has great touch around the rim, great floor vision. She passes well from the paint and is always looking for that kick out to one of those guards that can stroke it from outside. And she can step out and knock it down from behind the arc. Next, 5'10" junior Jayla David is a bull in a china shop. She plays like Dennis Rodman down low. She seems to have a radar locked in to find that basketball coming off the rim. She's tough. She can finish through contact. Cunningham and David play very well together with the little give and go in the paint. It's a tough duo. As mentioned before, the Lady Eagles are loaded. Several other likely deserve some recognition. I'll try to get some of those throughout the game. Hopefully we get a chance to mention their names as we get going. For Monterey, this team returns most of its players from a 32-4 season a year ago, which they lost in the Texas semifinals. They spent most of last season as the top-ranked team in Texas. The Plainsmen are 6-4 already this season. They've been playing for a couple of weeks already. They played a tournament, an invitational tournament in the Dallas area, facing some of the top teams in the country. Monterey is led by 5'10" junior, number 2, Aaliyah Chavez. Chavez may be the best high school basketball player in the entire country. This young lady can do it all. She's averaging nearly a double-double on the year with nearly 40 points and 10 rebounds per game. She has range. She can shoot it from deep. And when I say deep, half court is close enough for her to just pull it. You got to get out there and get a hand in her face when she steps to the half-court line, or she may stroke it. Step backs, crossovers, handles, vision, basketball IQ, you name it, she's got it. That's why multiple organizations that rank high school players got her as the number 1 player in the country. She shoots over 90% from the free throw line. She is being heavily recruited by schools like South Carolina, defending national champ LSU, USC, Oklahoma, Texas, Texas Tech, and many, many others. She scored 57 points in a game about a week and a half ago. The lady can fill it up. Point guard Ambrosia Cole is another star player for Monterey. She's quick as a cat and likes to get to the rim. Fast is an understatement. She pushes the pace. She's got great handles, explodes toward the basket, and she'll outrun you down the floor in a hurry. She's a one-man fast break. She's another that already has D1 offers, only a sophomore. Another shifty guard for Monterey on this roster is number 12, Zanaya Wilkerson. She leads the team in assists and is another lockdown defender. Quick feet, quick hands, and always looking to find the open teammate. This Monterey team has size with 6'1" Triana Richardson, 6'4" Ariana Johnson, and 5'10" Kinsey Johnson in the inside. This team has the look. They win the eye test. They look like a college basketball team out here on the floor. and it's going to be an interesting one. But let's talk about the leaders of both these teams. These two teams have coaches with amazing resumes. The tale of the tape for the coaches. First, fighting out of the red corner. This young lady stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. She played for the NCAA Final Four under the legend Pat Summitt at the University of Tennessee, where she was named the MVP of the team. She was named as the MVP of the SEC in 1980. She was named to the U.S. Olympic team as a player. She coached under Pat Summitt at Tennessee and has been inducted into multiple Basketball Hall of Fames. Too many awards to name them all. Fighting out of Lubbock, Texas, the legend, Jill Rankin Snyder.
Snyder, huh?
And her opponent, standing in the black and gold corner. He stands 5 foot 9 inches tall, weighing in at a solid 185 pounds, dripping wet. This young man is a kung fu fighter. He has won state championship as a coach at multiple schools in multiple divisions. He's carried this Lady Eagle team to 6 consecutive state championship appearances. He is the pride of Lee County, New Mexico, fighting out of Hobbs. He is the reigning, defending New Mexico 5A state champion of the world, Joey the Claw Carpenter. We are pumped, we are excited, we are ready to get it on here at Lubbock, Monterey. Resendo, any thoughts?
I'm excited like you. I haven't seen much basketball this year. It's going to be our first game actually to see and call. And with the crowd like this behind us, it's beautiful. It feels like we're playing in Hobbs.
Man, I feel like we're playing in the college Final Four or something. You guys can't see it. That side of the bleachers that the camera pans to every now and then isn't half as packed as the one behind us.
And that's the home side.
It's to the ceiling behind us. There's more Hobbs people here, I think, than there is Lubbock people. There's still people pouring in the door. It's pretty crazy. We got about just under 2 minutes to go before game time. My keys to victory here today for Hobbs, they've got to win the turnover battle. They must not turn the ball over, especially those turnovers that lead to run-out wide-open layups. This Monterey team feeds off of those. They can't have it. Number 2, foul trouble. The foul trouble in this game is going to be key for both teams. I'm being told that 2/3 of this officiating crew is from Clovis.
Imagine that.
Always think about that.
Here we go, boys. Here we go.
So we've got to stay out of foul trouble, especially the starters for the Lady Eagles. Number 3, the hype. We can't let the hype get to us. We must remain calm and not get rattled. Go out there, play some hoops. The ball bounces the same in Texas as it does across the state line, and these young ladies have played. They've played all over. They've played a who's who of teams the last couple of years. They've got the experience of playing in the pit. They can do it. They just got to remain calm. For Monterey, same thing. They got to stay out of foul trouble. Chavez and some of their starters have a tendency to get a little touchy early in the game. They can get some fouls. They got to stay out of it. They're going to need them on the court. For 2, all right, number 2, fast pace. This team likes to run and gun, and they got to speed the game up. And 3, they got to use their length. This team is long. They've got several kids over 6 feet, including a 6'3", 6'4". They've got to take advantage of that size down low. The 2 teams are heading out onto the floor. Looks like we're getting ready to possibly say the national anthem and do some intros. So we'll listen here and see if that's what they're going to do. Looks like they are going to do the national anthem. So we'll step away for 30 seconds. You're listening to Hobbs Sports on the No Mark Broadcasting System. 30 seconds, we'll step away.
Y'all are clear.
All right.
You wanted 30 seconds?
You know what? Let's extend it to a minute because they just started the national anthem.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's 40 seconds left in this spot.
She said 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Tiff, we can barely hear you. It's going to get loud in here, so when we come in and out of commercials, if you can shout it as much as possible.
You got 15 seconds.
Awesome, thank you. Not that loud, and I'm joking.
5, 3, 2, 1, go.
Back here in Lubbock, Texas, as your Hobbs Lady Eagles open the season against Lubbock, Monterey. I'm Jim Jones alongside my partner, Rosendo Caballero. They are introducing the teams. I want to quickly talk about the starters here in this game. For Hobbs, they have Brett Clay, Nakia Mojica, Bryn Hargrove, Kendall Cunningham, and Jayla David in their starting five. On the Monterey side, of course, they've got Aaliyah Luna, Chloe Cerna, Zanaya Wilkerson, Ambrosia Cole, and of course, the arguably #1 best player in the entire country, Aaliyah Chavez, will play. She will start. She's #2. So exciting night here. Once again, they're introducing the two teams, and we're getting ready to get started. Before we dive into this, Hobbs will be wearing the black with the gold and white numbers and decals. Monterey wearing the home white with red and blue trim. Hobbs has been to the New Mexico Championship game 6 seasons in a row. Joe Carpenter is the top 10 winningest girls hoops coach of all time with over 458 wins. Hobbs also is on a 10-game win streak. One other note here, Joe Carpenter now has over 180 career wins at Hobbs. Second to the man, the myth, the legend, Johnny Casaus, who had 312 wins during his time at Hobbs. So they have finished introducing the teams. We're just going to warn you up front, our camera angle, they treated us like kings here. They were waiting on us when we come in. They were like, man, we're excited about hearing about you guys. They were talking about Facebook posts, and they got us a table. We are front and center right at half court, directly across from the scorer's table. They got us a table set up right here.
So we got to protect the camera as much as I can, huh?
So our camera is basically setting at half court. We're going to reach out and touch the ball occasionally and hope they don't slap us in the head when we're not paying attention. So David is going to be your jump ball person here as David steps into the circle. Jayla David versus Aaliyah Chavez. There's the jump. The ball gets tipped away. It ends up in my hands, and I've got it, and I'm going to take it to the rack.
Not quite. You got to put it back in the field.
I had to give it back to him right quick, but
they got to re-jump it here.
That's right. So they tipped it to me. I started to cross over and go, and then I realized I was just a broadcast guy. Hobbs going to win the tip. Clay has it. She's over on the right wing, swings it back up top to Hargrove. Hargrove is at the top of the key, crosses over between her legs, goes down low to Cunningham. Cunningham on the block, kicks it back out to Clay. Clay crosses over at the top of the key, floats it down to Cunningham. She's going to try to step through. She spins through. Her shot won't go off the front of the rim, and here comes Cole back the other way. Cole going to pull out, crossover, kicks it out wide. They faked it to Chavez. Now they're going to give it to her. She's got it on the right wing, deep for three, and she sinks an NBA three and then gives you the bow and arrow symbol as she gets on the board with her first three of the game. Here comes Hobbs back the other way. That's Hargrove. She's going to dribble it to the left side, looking to set up the offense. Comes off the screen. Hargrove stops, pulls it out, kicks it over to Clay. Clay attacks through the middle, spins around, backs through, loses the ball. It gets taken away, ends up in the hands of Chavez. Here comes Chavez across half court. She goes behind her back, between her legs, kicks it over to Cole on the left wing. Cole with the crossover between the legs a couple times. Now she's going to attack through the paint, throws up a floater. It won't go. Hobbs comes away with the rebound. That's Mojica. Mojica pushing it up the floor, kicks it to Hargrove. Hargrove with a step-in three. It goes off the rim, won't go, but Clay with the big rebound. Kicks it out to Mojica. Mojica kicks it cross court. Hargrove going to reset at the top of the key. Nice
nice.
no-look pass to David, but she couldn't handle it. Cole comes away with the steal, and she's pushing it up the floor. She's going to float through with the left hand, and they're going to call a foul on the Lady Eagles as she went up to the rim. Not sure which one they're going to call it on.
That young lady under the basket for the Eagles was not expecting that, man. She was kind of afraid when she got it for a second.
Nice no-look pass by Hargrove. They called that foul on Mojica. That is her first.
The score remains 3-0 here.
So Cole goes to the line. She misses her first. That's Ambrosia Cole. We've talked about her a little bit in our pregame. She's another one that had a real good run late in the state playoffs in Texas last year. Made a name for herself, got some D1 offers out of that, and she sinks the second one. She missed the first, sinks the second. So here comes Hargrove bringing the ball across the timeline, brings it over here to this right wing. She's got Cole on her, crosses over, steps back. Her shot airs, it didn't touch anything. Saved back in, ends up into the hands of Chavez. Here comes Lubbock Monterey pushing the ball up the floor. Crossover, step back from NBA range. It won't go. It gets deflected away. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball. Once again, our camera, we are right on the court, and we are sitting at center court. Resendo's trying to be a cameraman. We apologize for the close angle. Here comes Mojica over to Hargrove on the right wing. She cuts through, kicks it back out to Cunningham, swings it to David. David with the ball near the top of the key, gives it to Mojica on the left corner. She dribbles up, drops it down in
Nice
for David, and David starts to step through, and they're going to call the foul. And I think they're going to call that on number 11, Chloe Cerna.
So, on the floor, correct?
Yes, so Cerna with her first foul. Throwing it in will be Mojica under the Lady Eagle basket. Joe Carpenter standing at the timeline there talking to the scorer's table. He's probably asking them what their favorite baseball team is or some of that carp talk. So a little bit of confusion over what's happening here. And now they're going to put the ball in play, I believe. Mojica with it, looking to get it inside. They thought about floating it up, and now they do, all the way to the top. Hargrove steals it away from Cunningham. They're on the same team. Hargrove steps over, comes over to the top of the key, crosses, comes through the middle. She has it pulled away by Ambrosia Cole, who's off to the races. She's headed down the floor. Cunningham chases her down, swings at the ball. They're going to call Cunningham for the foul, and Cole going to go to the line again. Monterey leads 4-0 here.
And you said at the pregame, Jim, you got to take care of that ball. Lady Eagles got to take care of that ball when they come down here on the offensive side.
We are not running the score bug, the score app. So if you're listening for the score, I'll try to say it every now and then. And Cole misses the first one there. So she is 1 for 3 from the line so far. Substitutions coming in. Let's see here, trying to see.
Number 14 came in.
Hargrove went out, and Armitage comes in. That's Armitage for the Lady Eagles. And they're going to call a foul there. Eagles. They call that on Cunningham. That's her second. She just picked up 2 quick ones as Chavez was trying to come over and get that rebound. Multiple subs in here, including the young lady that they've got listed at 6'4". That's Ariana Johnson, the 6'4" sophomore. She's standing up at the elbow. Chavez to throw it in, throws it into Cole. They try to give it right back. It was stolen away by Clay, then saved by Mojica, back to Clay, and here comes Clay pushing the ball up the floor. Brett Clay over to David. David drops it down into the post, and they kick it back out. David goes off the glass from deep, and Jayla David says, give me 3, and Monterey wastes no time pushing it back the other way. Hobbs snatches it away there on the steal. Mojica pushing it up the floor, being chased down the floor by Johnson. She crosses over, skips it cross court. It ends up all the way in the hands in the corner to Armitage. Armitage spins through. Ball gets deflected off the backside of Johnson out of bounds. It's going to be Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball.
That's a beautiful turnover the Eagles created there against Monterey.
4-3's the score. Mojica to throw it in. They flow it backside. The shot is up. It's no good by David. Rebounded by the Lady Eagles. They kick it back out to reset to Mojica. Mojica to Clay. Clay guarded by Chavez. Clay's going to spin, go to the rack, kicks it out to David. David with another 3. This one won't go. Battle for the ball. It ends up in the hands of Clay. Clay's going to pull it out and reset. She thought about kicking it over. Now she does. She's struggling with it. She gets it to David. David now spins around, gets it to Armitage. Armitage is in the left corner, comes through the paint, throws up a floater off the glass. Beautiful it won't go, but she's going to go to the rim or go to the line to shoot a couple.
She made up her mind to drive towards the basket and draw a foul.
kind of had a scramble going there, wasn't sure what was going to happen, and Armitage says, you know what, let's take it to the hole, throws up a shot, gets the call, and she'll go to the line to shoot.
The score is 4-3 in favor of Monterey.
Armitage sinks the first one, and
4-4.
she'll get another one. We've got a 4-4 score. It's 4:20. I think that's Colorado time.
Oh, my God, it is in the first quarter.
That's right. So Armitage back to the line. The shot is up, and she sinks that one. So she picks up two. The Lady Eagles in the lead, 5-4. They're in the full court press. Cole trying to bring it through. Armitage putting pressure on her. They throw it up over the top, down the floor. Attacking the basket over there on the side. I can't quite see who that is. Monterey going to pull it out, shoot a little jumper, gets deflected around, ends up in the hands of Clay. Clay grabs it, spins around, gives it to Mojica. Mojica across the timeline into the corner. They kick it out to Clay on the left wing.
Pass.
Her three is up. It won't go. Battle for the rebound comes into the hands of Johnson. Here comes Chavez on the fast break. She spins through, throws up a shot off the glass, and lays it in, does Aaliyah Chavez. That's 5 points for her. Hobbs wasted no time coming back the other way. 6-5 is the score. Mojica attacking through the middle, has the ball deflected away from behind by number 10. That's Luna. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Eagle ball. Multiple subs. Clay going to step off. Mojica steps off. Hargrove comes back in, trying to see who else came in over there. That was Size. The shot is up by the Lady Eagles, no good, and here comes Chavez pushing it back the other way. Chavez going to pull up from the left wing. She throws up a three. It won't go. Good rebound there by Size, and here they come back the other way. Down into the corners, Hargrove. It's going to go off her hands and out of bounds.
Couldn't handle that pass. We got to convert on those guys.
3:23 on the clock here in quarter number one. The Lady Eagles trail Monterey 6-5. Cole gonna inbound. They're doubling Chavez down low. Monterey sending some others now, and here's the full court pressure from the Lady Eagles. Chavez just gonna clear them and try to bring it up herself. She crosses over, steps through. Now she's gonna attack through the middle.
Oh, nice pass.
Floats a pass down low to 2-5. That's Triana Richardson. She's a 6'1 junior, and David had no choice but to foul her as she went up.
She was wide open there. And we do need a better job on the presser. She got across too easy.
Yeah, it's hard to press teams that are as long as this one is, because they can just see over the top of your press and find that open person.
Short.
And that first free throw is an air ball by Richardson.
Somebody opened the door, man, because that breeze came in here real strong.
It blew it away.
Blew it away.
So Richardson back to the line for the second of two. Here's that shot. It's up, and that one goes in. And we've got a 7-5 game. Hargrove going to bring it across the timeline with just over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-5 is the score. Hargrove kicks it into the corner to Size. Size thought about the three, kicks it back to Hargrove. She's going to reset. Crosses over, spins around between the legs. Heads over to the right side to Armitage. Armitage is off the attack, kicks it to Size. Size going to pull for three. Her three won't go. Chavez with a big rebound, and here she comes over the other way, pushing it down the floor. She Euro steps, misses the shot, and a big rebound by Hargrove, one of the smaller ones on the floor. She says, give it to me, and here she comes on the dribble drive. Over to Size in the right corner. Size coming up. David trying to set that pick for her. They give it back to Hargrove in the right side. She's going to pull for three. Her three won't go. Chavez with another rebound. Here comes Chavez pushing the ball up the floor. 2:20 on the clock. Chavez steps through the middle. Ball gets knocked away into the hands of Ambrosia Cole over on the wing. They swing it cross court to Morales, whose three's up and no good. And Size with a nice rebound. Two of the smaller players getting rebounds for the Lady Eagles. Here goes Size. She steps into a three. It won't go. We got a fast-paced game, but nobody can get the ball to go in, and there's a double dribble. And so that's going to be a turnover on Monterey, and the two teams are looking tired.
Yes, they need a little time out there.
I'm tired.
You sound tired. A little parched too, aren't you?
I may need one of these Ricola mouth drops here that I bought. 7-5 is the score, 1:57 to go. Clay brings it across the timeline over to Hargrove. Hargrove with it, bringing it up toward the top of the key. Going to hand off to Armitage over on the left side. Now here comes Armitage. She's going to spin, fake, steps back, throws up a shot. It won't go. The battle down low. Another rebound by Chavez, and she's just going to throw it long. Ambrosia Cole trying to get through it, and she's going to step out of bounds. And it's another turnover on Monterey, and the Lady Eagles will get the ball back.
Turnover city, and nobody can make the basket here.
Whew. 1:35, both teams filling each other out. We've got a fast-paced game. Here goes Hargrove over to Size. Size with it on the right wing. Chavez comes out to step out on the double. Now Hargrove with it in the right corner. They're going to set the pick up again, a little pick and roll action. Cross-court pass to Armitage, who steps into a three. Hers won't go. Good rebound there by Clay on the backside. Clay going to spin around, trying to get through. She's going to step through. She steps out, kicks it to Hargrove. Hargrove on the right wing, trying to step through. Now she spins back. A little spin move. Her shot is up and good. Bryn Hargrove with her first 2 of the game ties the game at 7 apiece. It's 7 up.
And
there's a pick by Armitage on Cole, and she's going to lay it in for 2, and the Lady Eagles have jumped into a 9-7 lead before a frenzied Hobbs crowd here. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. A three-pointer is up by Chavez, and they're going to call a foul on the Lady Eagles.
Beautiful job there by the Lady Eagles taking care of business on the opposite side of the court there.
41.5 seconds showing here in quarter number 1. Hobbs leads 9-7, and Aaliyah Chavez will head to the free throw line. They gave that foul to Hargrove. That's her first. Chavez's first shot is no good. I mentioned in the pregame she's over 90% from the free throw line in her career.
Not today's over. That's her first free throw shot.
She heads back, steps to the line. Her next shot is up, and that one is in. And she'll get another as she was shooting the deep three. Multiple subs for multiple people here, multiple teams, both of them anyway. And the Chavez will head back to the line. She'll have one more. It's an 8-9 game. Hobbs leads by 1. Chavez's next shot is up, and it is good. And we've got a tie ball game with 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Hargrove pushes it across the timeline. Guarded closely by Wilkerson. Trying to get to the corner, she gets it to Size. Size with a little step back, kicks it back to Hargrove. 28 seconds on the clock. 9-9 is the score.
Oh, nice.
Hargrove, spin move, kicks it to the corner to Size. Size 3 is up, it won't go. Battle for the rebound ends up in the hands of Chavez off the deflection, and here comes Chavez on the attack. She crosses over, steps back, shaking, baking, trying to get to the rim, and she does. A double clutch. The shot is up. It won't go. Comes into the hands of Hobbs.
6 seconds remaining.
And here comes Mojica. She steps back, gets the ball down low. A shot is up.
Oh.
And a real nice shot contested by the 6'4 Johnson. And that was Brett Clay. The ball rolls off the rim, but she'll go to the line with 0.7 seconds remaining in quarter number 1.
I missed the shot. The ref came right across when the shot was going up.
Oh, yeah.
We need to tell him he needs to go around us or something.
He can't stand here.
Yeah, we got people watching at home.
Clay's first shot won't go.
He came right across, man.
And so Clay will get one more, and she's got a chance to give the Lady Eagles the lead in the first, in this first quarter.
Here it is.
That next one is up, and it won't go, so she misses that one. Chavez with the rebound, tosses it. It won't go, and at the end of 1, we've got a barn burner. It's 9-9. We'll send it back to the station for 30 seconds and a word from our sponsors.
Y'all are clear.
Jimmy?
Yep.
I got to get my dues to Charlie. This is hard right here, brother.
We don't have our normal cameraman.
Oh, man. Hope this thing don't fall apart and it's going back and forth.
And up here it's tough, so we apologize to those listeners that are tuned in to the virtual system. It's tough where we're sitting. We are literally
5,
2 feet from the floor.
3, 2, 1, go.
Back here live in Lubbock as your Hobbs Lady Eagles open the season, the basketball season, the most storied basketball season of all seasons. Your Hobbs Lady Eagles on the road against Lubbock, Monterey. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero. We got a 9-9 game at the end of 1, and I'm sweating, and I ain't even done anything.
You just hear talking like a wild man, back and forth. A lot of action going on here, but sometimes I miss it due to the refs, so bear with us.
Yeah, it's a fast-paced game, a lot of stuff going on. For those of you just tuning in, our camera angle's probably not very good. We're literally, I could reach over and touch these young ladies
you can
right
hold
now.
her hair back right now.
They are right in front of us. We are on the floor. Chavez with the ball. The number 1 player in the country brings it across the timeline, heads over to the right side. She's going to pull for an NBA 3. Her shot won't go. Battle down low, comes into the hands of the 6'4 Johnson. Attacks the rim, does the Monterey, and here comes Brett Clay with a big rebound, and she's on the attack. She's going to spin through, kicks it out to Hargrove. Hargrove on the attack, throws up a floater, and her floater is over the hands of a stretched out defender and in for 2. Trying to find my stats here.
Making it look easy, ain't they?
Yes, Hargrove is getting to the rim. Chavez with it, swings it cross court to Holloway, who pulls for 3, and she says, anything you can do, I'll do better. It's 12-11, Monterey by 1. Hargrove brings it across the timeline, crosses over between her legs, guarded closely by number 12, that's Wilkerson. Into the hands of David up near the top of the key. They get it to Mojica. Mojica looking through, trying to figure out where to go with it. They give it to Size. Size pulls for 3, and she says, give me 3. I'll take them. Anything you can do, I can do the same way or better. It's 14-12. Hobbs in the lead. Here comes Chavez down the floor. She's double teamed in the corner. A little step through, throws up a shot. Size thought she had the ball. They're going to call her for the foul. And that'll send Chavez to the free throw line.
Let him play just a little bit.
So Chavez headed back to the free throw line. Hobbs leads by 2. That foul is the first on Size. Chavez's first free throw is good. Aaliyah Chavez now has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points already here early in the first half. As we mentioned, she scored 57 in a game a week and a half ago. Chavez back to the line of scrimmage, back to the free throw line. Her shot is up, and it is good. We just came off football. It's our first basketball game. So if I start making some football noises or some Eunice Cardinal sounds, that's what I'm used to. I love this Hobbs Eagle stuff, though. This is good. Here goes David with the ball out on the left wing. Kicks it over up top to Armitage. Armitage looking for somewhere to go with it, gets it to Hargrove. Hargrove with it at the top of the key. Hobbs running that little pass and cut offense, rotating them through the middle on the wheel. They get it to Mojica. Her shot is up and in for 3. And Mojica says, I'll take 3, 3 me. And here comes Chavez back the other way. Hobbs up by 3. Shot is up, it won't go. Rebound comes into the hand of Armitage, and the Lady Eagles are looking to push. Here comes Armitage, her shot is up, it won't go. And Armitage is gonna go to the line to shoot a pair as she was attacking. The Monterey fans not liking the no call on this end, call on that end.
She went like a beast, baby. She knows she can get that contact. Winning for a strong layup.
And Armitage heads to the free throw line. She sinks the first one.
She just
Armitage
catches and
now
releases,
has 5 points. Yeah, she's got 5 already. And she's going to head back to the line for another. Her next one is up, and it rattles in, and it's going to go. That's 6 points for Armitage. Cole with it. Hobbs in the pressure, trying to trap her over there in the corner. Now they're going to pull back into that half-court man defense. Cole crosses over, gets around Hargrove, throws up a one-hander, and it's going to go in for Cole.
That's a hard shot for her to make. Good defense.
Ambrosia Cole now with 3, and here comes Hobbs back the other way. Mojica crosses over behind the back, gives it to Clay up near the top of the key. Looking around, floats it to Hargrove. Hargrove thought about the step-back 3, then she floats through the middle. Her shot partially blocked.
What they call a whistle or what?
I think they're going to say that when she touched the ball, her feet were out of bounds, maybe on Hargrove there. So anyway, it's going to give the ball back to the to Monterey, the Lady Plainsmen. That's a hard word to say.
Plainsmen,
Plainsmen, the Plains women. 16-19, 5:27. Here goes Cole through the middle. She spins through. Her shot is up. It won't go. Big rebound over the back there, but no call. And a put back by the 6'4" Johnson, who lays it in. Hobbs leads by 1 with 5:10 on the clock. Here goes Hargrove. We've had some running going, and this is the first game of these Lady Eagles. They get it inside to Clay. Clay steps back, looking around, kicks it back to Mojica. Mojica kicks it up top to David, who takes a long 3. It won't go. Long rebound for Monterey, and here comes the 6'4" Johnson on the attack. Her shot won't go, and here comes Clay pushing back the other way. She's going to go 1-on-4. Now she kicks it out on the right wing to Armitage. Armitage cross-court skip pass to Mojica. Mojica dribbles around, kicks it out to David. David going to slow it down and one-hand bounce it to Hargrove. Hargrove hugs it like she's going to run the dive play in football and then hands it over to Armitage. Armitage runs the dive play right down the middle. Her floater won't go. Ball gets deflected around, and here comes Chavez the other way. She steps through, throws it up for 2, and she gets 2 more. And now Monterey leads by 1 with 4:15 on the clock here in the first half. Mojica to Hargrove. The Lady Eagles are looking a little tired. She kicks it over to the left side. Nice pass to David. David steps through. She gets hammered to the floor, and they're going to call the foul on the 6'4" Ariana Johnson. And that'll send David to the free throw line, and we got some tired players on both teams. It's been a run gun fest.
And everything, huh?
Yes.
I want to tell this ref to move over about 3 feet.
Yeah, he'll probably like that and listen
out,
right
huh?
to you.
Yeah, he will, huh?
So there goes David's first free throw. It is up and no good. So Jayla David misses the first. She's got 3 points on the game. Multiple subs coming in, multiple teams. 4:02 on the clock, 20-19 is the score. David heads back to the free throw line. She eyes it, skies it, and it is good. So Jayla David with her 4th point of the ball game. We've got 20-20 like the news. 4 minutes to go. Here goes Cole, brings it across the timeline. They try to jump her there at the timeline. She escapes, goes through the middle, floats through, kicks it over to Chavez, who's going to pull for a deep three. Her three won't go. Brett Clay grabs a high rebound, thought about attacking off the dribble, then slowed it down a little bit. She brings it across the timeline, attacks through the middle, guarded by Chavez. They kick it out to Cy. Cy steps back, skies a three. It won't go, and it's going to be Monterey ball.
Score remains 20-20 here in the second quarter. 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining.
Cole to inbound, throws it to Chavez. Chavez closely guarded by Mojica, and now she's going to pull back. Hobbs thought about sending the double. They skip it cross court to Cole, does Monterey. Cole crosses over between the legs again. She thought about the step back, gives it to Chavez. Chavez with a jab and go, step back. Her floater's up, it won't go. Hargrove comes away with the rebound, and here goes Hargrove. Hargrove brings it across the timeline, looking toward the basket, comes over the top of the key, kicks it out to sides on the right wing. Now they give it to Clay. Clay floats it down low to David, had it knocked away from behind, and here comes Chavez, who's attacking through the middle. She pulls up. Her little mid-range won't go, but she gets her own rebound, now looking to attack again. She's doubled in the corner, kicks it out to Cole. Cole on the right wing. She calls for the pick, steps back into a three. It won't go. Long rebound by Mojica. 2:40 on the clock. 20-20's the score. They throw it all the way the length of the court. And,
misses the
and
layup.
Clay couldn't finish. And here comes Chavez back the other way. She comes through the middle, a little Euro step and a nice little touch pass. Then she gets the rebound off the missed shot, throws the next shot up. It won't go. And we got a 20-20 game, and I think Chavez will be headed back to the free throw line.
I believe you're right there, sir. A lot of action going here, back and forth, but we just cannot make any baskets.
They call that foul on Carolina Size. That's her second. Chavez heads to the free throw line. Her first is up, and it is good. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 points.
The majority of those points have came from the line.
Yes. So Chavez with 12 already. She'll have another free throw here as Lubbock Monterey leads by 1. Chavez' next one is up, and it's good. That's 13 points for Chavez. 2:27 on the clock. They get it to Armitage. Armitage is going to walk it up. Comes across the timeline. Hobbs trying to set the offense up. Looks to be a little confusion. They get it to Hargrove over in the right corner. She swings it down low to Clay. Clay with a little jab and go, steps out, gives it to David. David skips it cross court to Mojica. Mojica thought about the step back. They do a little bounce pass through the middle to Hargrove. What a pass, what a lay-in by Hargrove. She ain't scared of nothing in there with the trees, and the young lady lays it in. It's a 22-22 game. We got twos across the board. Here comes Cole back the other way. Ball gets knocked away. It ends up on the floor. Mojica steals it away. And then jumping on Mojica's back is a Plainsman. They're going to call the foul on Monterey, and Hobbs is going to get the ball. Hobbs with that hustle defense.
Yes, sir. That's what got him that turnover out there.
So Hobbs to throw it in. Mojica to Hargrove. Hargrove brings it across the timeline. 1:47 remaining here in the first half. Hargrove over to Mojica on the right wing. She comes off the little pick and roll, gives it over to Armitage. Armitage attacks through the middle. She throws up a shot, and she gets fouled. And so Armitage going to go back to the line. She's already had 4 shots at the line already. And so she'll go to shoot 2 more.
I got to see the ball go in right over his head.
Once again, our apologies for the camera angle. We are right on the court. Armitage misses the first.
Then he just moved right over here to the blue so he can get out of the way. I'll put an X on the floor.
She's 4 of 5 from the free throw line. She's got 6 points, is Armitage. And she heads back for the next one. 1:38 on the clock, 22-22, and that gives Hobbs the lead as she makes the next. Chavez to inbound it. Skips it up court to number 12. That is Wilkerson. Wilkerson over to number 4. That's Wilkerson. I got lots of Wilkersons. All right, so Chavez with it up near the top of the key, guarded closely by Armitage. A crossover step back from NBA range, and she hits it. And I believe that's going to be 16 for her so far here in the first half, as Hobbs trails now by 2. Hargrove comes back the other way. Her 3 won't go. Hobbs trying to get to it. Armitage with a great hustle play knocks it out of bounds. Monterey leads by 2, and it'll be their ball, 25-23.
You weren't joking, dude. That was an NBA range far.
Man, she shot it from way out there.
And she was covered well.
Size goes out. Coming in is number 4. This is Zepeda. I believe she's a freshman. Okay, coming across the floor or timeline is Chavez. Chavez over on that right side, guarded closely by Armitage. A little step back, deep 3. It won't go. Mojica comes down with it, and then they jump on her, and they're going to call a jump ball. I thought they might call a foul. They didn't. She wanted the foul call. No call.
No call.
56 seconds showing on the clock here in the first half. Lubbock leads by 2, 25-23. That is Monterey. Monterey like Mexico.
Monterey. Or like
Monterey. Viva Monterey. Ain't that what they say on Salina when they're going down there and she don't speak the Spanish? I think it is. Anyway, 50 seconds to go here in the first half.
This guy.
Zepeda comes around the right side, skips a one-handed cross-court pass to Armitage. Her shot won't go. Ball gets deflected around, going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Hobbs Lady Eagle ball under their basket. 41 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. So we're 40 seconds away from halftime. Hobbs to inbound it under the basket. Substitutions for the Plainsmen. Mojica looking to get it in. She drops it up top. It gets knocked around. Armitage ends up with it, gives it to Mojica. Mojica with a step back off the dribble. Her shot won't go. Ball comes into the hands of Cole. Cole trying to push. She's pushing for the basket. Hobbs going to get called for the foul. I believe that was Mojica that come in there with the foul. That may be her second.
How many is that for Hobbs right now? How many fouls does Hobbs have? That's 18.
You know, that changed. I don't know if you know, there's some new rules with that. Yeah, I'll talk about them maybe here in a second. Cole heads to the free throw line. Her first one is no good. Yeah, they changed the old bonus where it used to be, you went into bonus at 6 and it stayed that way for a half. Now it's done by quarters, and there's no more 1-and-1.
That's even better.
Yeah, it's all 2-shot fouls, and anyway, kind of interesting. Cole makes the second. So now Monterey leads by 3, 26-23. Hobbs needs to get some points here, not let Lubbock start to stretch this lead out. Armitage with it, crosses over, heads over to the left side, drops it down to Mojica. Mojica back to Armitage. That's not Mojica, that's 33.
There you go.
That's Munoz. There's the shot on the step back from Armitage. It won't go. Lubbock with the rebound. They're going to push it. It's Chavez across the timeline. She crosses over with 3 seconds, throws up a 3. It won't go. Gets deflected around, comes into the hands of Clay. And at the end of the first half, we've got a barn burner. It's 26-23. The Lady Eagles trail by 3. Couple of interesting notes here. Looks like Aaliyah Chavez got, I got her at 3:20.
3 minutes. Two minutes.
All right, for those of you on the stream, we're going to jump back on here live. We know we're not live back on the radio yet. We will be here in less than 2 minutes, but just a quick update. It looks like Lovington 50, Portales 21 in the fourth quarter of that football game. Artesia 28, Roswell 21, the third quarter of that state championship football game. So some good football being played over in southeastern New Mexico while we're over here in Lubbock today.
Watching some good basketball.
Man, I'm telling you.
Little fast pace.
So anyway, been an exciting one so far. Fast-paced game. You know, Coach Karp stuck with his 2-3. It's kind of what he's always done. He runs kind of a matchup out of it, but it's kind of his namesake. It's what he's always done, and he's done a good job with it. I mean, you sometimes question the 2-3 against a team that has the shooters that this team has, but they've made it work up to this point. You
30.
know.
I mean, it made it work real good. It scored 26-23.
Yeah,
so,
no,
I mean,
I agree. I agree. Karp's the man. He comes up with game plans. You know, this Monterey team is averaging well over 60 points a game this year. So, you know, it's anyway, it's been interesting so far. So getting ready to go back live on the radio.
5, 3, 2, 1, go.
Back here in Lubbock as your Hobbs Lady Eagles have opened up the season against Lubbock Monterey, one of the top teams in the country and one of the top teams in New Mexico, who possess the number one player as far as a bunch of different organizations that rank and rate players. They have her ranked as number one. I was getting some information here as I was talking. Aaliyah Chavez, the number one ranked player in the country. And the Lady Eagles have pretty much, wow, they've slowed her down. They haven't stopped her by any means, but they've slowed her down.
And that's what we need to do in this next half. Keep slowing her down, play smart defense against her, because once she gets to the basket or open shot, man, it's pretty much money.
Well, I had somebody that's a Hobbs Eagle fan who told me before the game that he said, I don't want to go on the record as saying this, so I won't put the person on the record, but saying that she would have at least 50 today and that they thought Monterey would win big. And the Lady Eagles have come out here and competed, and
they've stepped up to the challenge.
I'm telling you, they for a half they have. Let's see if they can keep this going. 26-23, getting ready to start the half. We've got Chavez right here in front of us. She's about to throw it in, and here we go. Ball comes into Cole. Cole brings it across the timeline. She's going to cross over between the legs. Another crossover. Swings it over to the outside that's number 12, which is Wilkerson. Wilkerson attacks, kicks it out to Chavez. Chavez dribbles to the right side. A step back three on the right wing. It won't go. Grabbing the rebound was David. David gets bumped from behind, goes out of bounds. They're going to say she stepped on the line.
He pointed the ball. It should be Hobbs' ball, which it is.
Oh, now they're going to give it back to Hobbs. The Coach Snyder over there from Monterey not happy about it. 7:40 on the clock, 26-23. Here comes Hargrove across the timeline for Hobbs. They give it to Mojica. Coach Carpenter giving us some signals. They drop it down low to Cunningham. Cunningham spins through. She spent much of the first half in foul trouble. And they're going to call her for 3 seconds in the lane.
In the lane there, Frost.
In the lane. 7:24 on the clock. Turnover on the Lady Eagles, and it's Monterey ball. Here comes Cole. Cole guarded by Hargrove. Hargrove skipping backwards. And here comes Cole across the timeline. Gets it over into the corner to Luna. Luna going to step through and attack. She throws up a shot, and it's in nothing but net for Aaliyah Luna. It's her first 2 of the game. Monterey now up by 5. Hargrove crosses over, steps over, kicks it out to Mojica. Mojica to Cunningham. Cunningham looking down low to David. David got undercut, and they're going to call 3 seconds in the lane. And
that's 2 turnovers for the Eagles there.
Yeah, 2 quick turnovers for the Lady Eagles. It looked to me like the player got undercut up under the basket. No call. It is what it is. And here we go back the other way. Here comes Chavez across the timeline, comes through the middle, throws up a shot. It won't go. Rebound by David. She gets it to Hargrove, and Hargrove looking to push. Hargrove spins through, kicks it out to Cunningham, who pulls for 3. Her 3 won't go. Big battle for the rebound. Ball gets deflected away, and I think they're going to call. I hope they don't call that one on Cunningham, because if so, it'll be 3. Let's see who they give it to.
2-3 up, didn't they? 2-3. That's this young lady over here.
And that's David, and that's her second. So Hobbs going to have to be careful with the fouls here as Monterey gets the ball. 28-23. The Lady Plainsmen up by 5. 6:25 here in quarter number 3. Chavez with the ball. Swings it cross court to Cole. Cole with it now. She crosses over, steps back, comes off the pick. Kicks it out to the right wing. Attack does Wilkerson. Shot is up. It won't go. David with the big rebound. Hands it to Hargrove, and here comes Hargrove. The Lady Eagles pushing it the other way. Hargrove with the crossover. Steps back. Dipsy-do. Now she spins over to the right side. She's trying to back it in, playing what I call old man Jimmy Jones basketball. She steps through, floats a nice pass to Cunningham, and Cunningham lays it in for 2, and the Lady Eagles cut the lead to 3. Monterey 28, Hobbs 25. Here comes Chavez across the timeline. She crosses over, steps back, crossover again, pulls it between the legs, goes between 3 defenders, throws up a shot. It won't go. Big rebound by David. She gets a little bump, and then she comes off, putting it on the floor, pushing it. Gives it to Hargrove. Hargrove with the mid-range. Her shot won't go, but a big rebound by Cunningham, and Cunningham with a nice touch lays it in for 2 more. We got a 1-point game. Hobbs coming back into this sucker. Cole brings it across the timeline. Heads over to this right side, crosses over, looking down low, trying to float it down there. Hobbs still in that 2-3 zone. Cole throws up a shot, it won't go. Cunningham with a big rebound. Gets it to Clay. Here comes Clay across the timeline. Clay 1-on-5. Heads to the rack. Little spin move. Kicks it back to David. David comes through the middle, throws up a shot.
They will say she walked.
Ooh.
Are you really serious? Woo-wee. I agree with the crowd. I don't think she walked in. I'm watching it through film.
Yeah, they called a travel there. A lot of contact. And Coach Carp not happy about it. He's out there visiting with the officials saying, hey, what you see? Because I didn't see it that way. 4:55 on the clock. It's a 1-point game in favor of Lubbock Monterey. Cole brings it across the timeline, skips it over to Chavez on the left wing. She thought about the 3, and now she swings it cross court to Cole. Cole dribbles through, throws up a floater, and it's in. And Cole gets 2 more. We've got a 3-point ball game, 30-27. Hargrove across the timeline for Hobbs. Thought about giving it to David. Now she's going to back him down, kicks it out to David. David, crossover, spins through the middle, drops it to Clay. Clay coming through. She's backing it down and has it picked from behind by Wilkerson. They throw the ball up to Cole. Cole on the run out. A shot is up. It won't go. And Hargrove going to be called for the foul. I believe that's going to be her second.
I believe you're right there. A lot of action going on here.
That's Hargrove's second foul. So, man, Size, David, Cunningham, Hargrove, Mojica, they've all got 2. We're in the 3rd quarter, about halfway through it. 4:15 to go. Cole at the free throw line. Her first is up, and it will not go.
Got a sub coming in, number 24 for the Eagles.
24 is Size.
David. Size, yes.
Size comes in. Hargrove goes out. Cole struggled from the free throw line here today so far in this ball game. 30-27 is the score. Here's her next one. It's up, and it won't go either. Big rebound there by Mojica. Mojica pushing it up the floor. Chavez sneaks in behind her. She sees her, kicks it over to the left wing. Ball ends up in the hands of Clay in the corner. Back to Size. Size comes off the dribble, drops it over to Cunningham. Cunningham thought about the three, then she kicks it over to Mojica. Mojica off the pick, dribbles through the middle, a little crossover between two defenders. Ball gets deflected around, goes out of bounds. They're going to say Monterey ball. The Hobbs fans not liking that call.
I thought a Monterey player touched it out.
I did too. I thought they slapped it away, but apparently that's not how they saw it. 3:49 on the clock. They swing a pass all the way down into the corner and then up top to Johnson. She drops it down, and we're going to have a foul and one for Monterey. Down there with the trees was number 10, and that is Luna, who lays it in for the and one for Monterey. They're now up 5. Multiple subs as Armitage and Hargrove come in. Clay and Size step off.
Monterey's just kind of creeping a little bit further out.
Yeah, they're up 5 now with a chance to extend it to 6. Luna at the line. Her free throw is good. She's got 5 points. It's a 6-point ball game here. They get it in. The Lady Eagles struggled for a minute to get it in. Armitage with it. She brings it across the timeline up near the top of the key. Crosses over. Going to flip it over to Hargrove. Hargrove guarded by Cole. Cole to Clay. Clay to Armitage. Armitage comes through the middle. Drops a beautiful pass into a cutting Cunningham. And Cunningham lays it in for 2. She's got 6 points. Chavez with a one-arm pass the length of the court. It almost got knocked away there. Now they're going to pull it out and reset. 3:12 on the clock. It's a 4-point ball game. Monterey in the lead. Step back by Cole. Now she goes through the middle. She has it knocked away.
Oh, come on. The ball was loose.
And that was Armitage, and she's going to get fouled by number 2-4. That's Ariana Johnson, the 6'4", big for Monterey.
Yes, I thought it was going to go the other way.
That's her second. So she's got 2. Lots of people with 2 fouls in this game. Crowd getting a little restless and rowdy. They're starting to holler on every call one way or the other. 2:57 on the clock here in quarter number 3. A little step back crossover over to the left wing is Armitage. Her 3 won't go. Big rebound there by David on the backside, and on the putback she gets fouled. They're going to call that one on Chavez. Let's see how many that is on her. I think it's her first. It is. So Aaliyah Chavez called for the foul. Hobbs trails by 4 here as Jayla David heads to the free throw line. David steps in. Her first shot is up, and it won't go.
A little too hard there, bud.
Carp over there visiting with the officials a little bit, asking them if they like cold brew coffee. 2:49 on the clock. He's ready. Here's the shot. David's up. It's no good. Big rebound by Chavez. She pushes it up the floor, going right down the middle, then pulls back for a step-back 3. It won't go. The ball gets deflected away to Hargrove. Hargrove on the run out. She's running, and she gets slammed to the floor, and it looked like her face hit the floor. She got undercut, and she gets up. That was a hard foul there.
The basket did go in, right?
No, I don't think so. And that's 3 fouls on Wilkerson. That's her 3rd. And so Bryn Hargrove steps to the line. Hargrove has 6 points in this game. Man. Yes, she did. Her first free throw is up. It rattles around. That ball hit the back of the rim, went up about 20 foot in the air, come down, rattled around the rim for a while again, and then fell out. So it is no good. Once again, we got a 4-point ball game. Hargrove to shoot another. There's the shot. It's up, and it's no good. But Hargrove with their own rebound and a putback, and she gets the and one. She says, give it to me. I'll take it right at the 6'4" and lay it in your face.
He said, take that.
Woo!
Show you how to block out.
Hargrove.
Boy.
Man.
We got to get a Ric Flair on that one, bud.
I'm telling you.
We got to get a Ric Flair on that one. That young lady's tough.
Hargrove now with 8, and she heads back to the line, and she gets the and one. 3-point play, and we got a 1-point ball game, 33-32. The Lady Eagles hanging in here. Cole with it over on the right wing, comes off the pick by Johnson. Now she's going to step back and give it to Chavez. Chavez over on the left wing, the best player in the country, swings it to Cole. Cole with a deep three, and it's good. And Cole said, not so fast, Hobbs Eagle fans. 2:12 on the clock. Hargrove, between her legs, comes through, attacks off the dribble. Big rebound by David. It won't go. Ball gets knocked around. Hobbs Lady Eagles going for it. The ball ends up in the crowd. Great hustle by Hobbs.
But two misses, man. That was two misses by Hobbs. We need to make those. 36-32 after two little chip shots by the Hobbs Lady Eagles. They were contested chip shots with 6'4" bouncing around swinging at you, but they didn't go. So we've got a 4-point ball game, 1:59 on the clock here in quarter number 3. Chavez throws it into Cole. Cole brings it to the timeline. She's going to walk it over between the legs, crosses over between the legs again, off the bounce, takes to the basket. She floats it in, does Cole, and now we got a 6-point game, 1:45 on the clock. Mojica attacking the other way over to Armitage. Armitage for 2, it won't go. Chavez with a big rebound, and here comes Monterey back the other way. Cole on the run out. Her shot won't go. Cunningham with the rebound. We got a lot of shots, a lot of contact. 6-point game. Here comes Hargrove for Hobbs. She gets into the corner to Mojica. Mojica pulls for 3 and she bangs it. Bang! Bang, said Mojica. Give me 3. 38-35. The Lady Eagles back within 3. And Monterey calls a timeout after that three-pointer by the Lady Eagles.
Coach Snyder not happy with the team about that transition defense, leaving Mojica out there open in the corner.
They didn't believe she would make it, and she did.
And she knocks it down. We got a 3-point ball game here, 38-35, 1:19 on the clock. We'll keep it here for sure.
A lot of action, brother.
They're asking if we can show the board. We don't have the angle. So tell them it's on a swivel to keep it where we can cover both ends.
This is the best I can do for him.
I'll just, I'm trying to tell you guys the score as much as I can if you're listening, and we'll try to keep you updated. I don't have the Score Bug app on my phone going because we're running too many other deals, but it's 38-35. We will do our best to keep you updated. My apologies for the camera angle that we have. We're just right on the floor. So here comes Monterey's Cole after the timeout. She comes through off a pick, floats it down low, a nice little give and go, and Monterey lays it in. That was Triana Richardson who gets 2 there. We got a 5-point game, 40-35. Here comes Hobbs back the other way. Hobbs with the ball out on the right wing. They throw it inside to David. David kicks it out. Bryn Hargrove off the drive, drops a nice little one-handed pass to David, who lays it in for 2, and it's back to a 3-point game. Monterey wastes no time. Cole coming down the floor. She gets it over to Chavez on the left wing on the handoff. Aaliyah Chavez with it. Crossover between the legs. Step back around Armitage, and Armitage going to reach in and be called for the foul. Armitage thought she might have had that arm out and pushed.
I thought she did too.
She's got that right to that space. So 37-40 is the score. 32 seconds here in quarter number 3. We've got a substitution as Clay's going to come back onto the floor. Hargrove going to take a well-deserved rest. 32 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Chavez to throw it in. She throws it in up top to Cole. Cole near the top of the key. Comes down the round backside. They were trying to swing it down into Chavez off a set play. Cole going to step back and throw up a 3. It won't go. Brett Clay with a big rebound there for the Lady Eagles, and here she comes running it out, pushing it down the floor. 18 seconds. Clay going to step back.
Oh, nice.
Steps through, throws up a 3, and it's good. Bang! Bang by Brett Clay, and she ties the game up. Brett Clay with a step back 3, let the defender float by, throw it up, and it goes in. Chavez off the attack, throws up a shot, it won't go.
Oh, come on.
And I think they're going to call David for the foul there on the touch. So with 0.9 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3, we got a tie ball game. 40-40 is the score. Coach Karp didn't like the call there. They call it on David. That's her 3rd. Chavez heads to the free throw line. Her 1st is up and good. That's 17 points for Chavez, and she'll be at the line for another. Her next is up. That's good. That's 18. Hobbs trying to get it in. They throw it down the floor. Clay. Oh man. Oh. No call. No call on the floor there. Wow. Wow. Coach Carpenter all the way out on the floor. He didn't like that. Chavez made they made it. Carpenter's all the way out on the center of the floor. Brett Clay caught the ball, turned around. She definitely got fouled. There's no doubt about it. And at the buzzer as she threw it up, there was no call. They're not going to reverse it, I can assure you. They missed that one. 42-40. Yep. And, you know, in a situation like that, what should have most likely happened is Clay should be standing at the free throw line to shoot 3 right now with a chance to take the lead here going into the 4th.
I concur, but they said it was a no foul.
We're going to keep it here. It's too exciting to send it back.
As Jimmy gets some more information from our co-pilot.
Lovington 50, Portales 21 is the latest update. Is that final? That's 4th quarter with 5 minutes. Oh, 57-21 final. So Lovington, Lee County State champs in football. Congratulations. So Hobbs back out on the floor, getting ready to start quarter number 4. It's time. Let's get ready to rumble. 42-40. Hobbs trails by 2. Clay brings it across the timeline. Swings it up to David. David looking down low, gets it into Cunningham. Cunningham scripts it. I can't even talk. Skips it cross court. It comes back to Cunningham for 3. Her 3 is up. It won't go. Hargrove down in there battling. Now Mojica. They swing it cross court. Chavez steals it away. And here comes Aaliyah Chavez. Crossover behind the back. Spins through the lane, throws up a floater. It won't go, but they're going to call the foul, and she's going to go to the line.
Who's the foul going to be on?
We'll see here. They call it on Hargrove. That's her 3rd. Bryn Hargrove, she's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points for the Lady Eagles. Chavez steps in there and knocks down the 1st. That's 19 points for Chavez. She'll have a chance for another here. Monterey leads 43-40, and she makes the next one, so that makes it 20. So 20 points for Chavez here. 44-40 is the score. 7:32 remaining in this ball game. Hobbs trails by 4, and here comes Mojica across the timeline. Spins over to the right side, gives it to Hargrove over on the right wing. They float it down low, and they undercut push on number 11, Cerna. Coach Carpenter, he's been asking for that because every time they float it in, they get a little shove. He's been asking for it since the 2nd quarter.
Guess they finally seen it, huh?
So Mojica to throw it in. They give it to Cunningham. Cunningham shot is up and good. In there with contact. They don't give her the call, but Hobbs back within 2. 44-42 is the score. 7-11. It's time for a big gulp or a Slurpee or something. 7-11 remaining in the game. Chavez over to the right side, had it knocked away, almost had her pocket picked. They were doubled up on her. She skipped a one-hand pass to Cole. Cole on the left side, now back up to the top of the key. She goes between her legs, crossover, steps through, kicks it out to the left wing. That's Holloway who gives it back to Chavez. Chavez gonna reset here, 6:50 on the clock. 2-point game, she steps back, throws up a 3 off the glass. Aaliyah Chavez, she has 23 points. 47-42.
No better defense than that right there, boys.
That was good defense, better offense. Hargrove with it up near the top of the key. Hands off to Clay. Clay with a little spin move. Drops it over to David. David's shot is up and good, and she knocks it down. Hobbs back within 3. The Lady Eagles won't lay down and die. They keep flying. Hargrove took a push off. A shot goes up, it won't go. They kick it back out to Cole. Cole gonna shoot it again, it won't go.
Oh, come on.
Battling down low. I think they're gonna call over the back on Plainsman.
Yes.
They call that on number
Monterey.
11, that's Cerna. Oh no, they call it on 12, that's Wilkerson, that's her 2nd. And so it's going to be Hobbs ball, 6:10 remaining in this ball game. It's a 3-point game, 47-44. Mojica throws it into Hargrove. Hargrove brings it across the timeline over to this left wing, trying to set it up. Plainsman in that man defense. Chavez chasing Clay through. They kick it back to Hargrove. Chavez deflects that ball out of bounds. 5-5-5. That's a lot of 5s.
Yes, it
remaining in this ball game. It's a 3-point game. They get it to Cunningham up top. She's going to hand it back to Hargrove. Hargrove with it near the top of the key, spins through, kicks it over to Mojica. Mojica thought about the step back. Now she's attacking off the dribble, goes down inside, tries to drop it through. She does to David. David goes up, she gets knocked to the ground. She gets fouled, her shot won't go, but she's gonna go to the line. Hobbs with the chance to cut this lead to 2.
And I believe that's going to be number 4, number 24, right?
I got a chance to cut it to 1.
To 1, yeah, but.
They call that foul on number 12.
12?
That's her third. That's Wilkerson. She's one of their starting guards. David going to go to the line. Hobbs trails by 3, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We'll send it back to the station. Hold on, wait. No, we won't.
No.
They did a 30-second, so we'll keep it here. It's been a heck of a ball game. No
back
doubt.
And forth, yes, less. But the Lady Eagles are staying in there here.
Chavez with 23 points so far in this game. Trying to look over here on the other side. Kendall Cunningham with 8. Hargrove with, I've got her at 9. Mojica with 6. Clay with 3. Armitage with 6, 7. David with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Size with 3. Mojica with 6. If I didn't say that, Brett Clay with 3.
Yes.
Ambrosia Coles had a good game over on the other side as well. Young lady's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got her at 11 points, I believe. Definitely my stats are not very
official.
good looking.
They're not official stats. He's kind of lost it here and there.
So both sides coming back out onto the court after the timeout from Monterey. Hobbs' Jayla David going to go to the free throw line. David steps in there, ready to go. Got a little Eye of the Tiger playing on the loudspeakers. I started to jump up and start shadow boxing.
You won't break something. You
I might pull a hammy. Jayla David's first shot rattles around, and it falls in there. That's 9 points for her so far, and she'll have a chance at another. Hobbs within 2. 47-45 is the score. Her next shot is up, and it is good. And that's 10 points for David, and the Lady Eagles trail Monterey by 1. 5:30 here remaining in the game. Cole brings it across the timeline. Chavez with it out near the top. She comes off the pick of Johnson, a step back 3, it won't go. Ball gets rattled around into the hands of Cunningham. Running down the floor is Clay. Clay had somebody coming behind her, goes behind the back between 2 defenders. Cunningham with it over on the left wing. Kicks it over to David. David, a little step through move. Dribbles it out to Armitage. Armitage almost lost it, keeps it, comes back up near the top of the key, over to Mojica. Mojica to Cunningham. Cunningham drives through the middle, a little spin move, lays it in off the glass with the left hand. It says, "Tune me up," and the Lady Eagles take the lead, 47-48.
She took it to the house on that one, boys.
Chavez with the step back 3 the other way and says, "Give me 3, 3 me up." That's 26 points for Chavez. 50-48 is the score. 4:45 on the clock. Hobbs trails by 2. David with it over on the right wing, back to Mojica. Mojica for 3. Her 3 is good. Bang! Bang for Mojica. 51-50, it's back and forth, and here comes Chavez, the number 1 player in the country, comes through, throws up a floater, and it's good. Woo!
She's warming up, boss. She's warming up.
52-51, 4:20. It's Colorado time here. Coming through is Mojica. Skips it into the hands of Clay. Clay for 3. It won't go. Rebound by Cole, and here comes Monterey back the other way. And a reach foul on Armitage.
That's a good foul. She had numbers. She had to stop her.
Yeah, it's a good foul because it gave me a second to breathe.
Catch your breath,
I'm about to get another one of these Ricolas here.
Sponsorship out there.
Ricola. I need the little flute playing up on the hill.
Oh, man.
I'm going to lose my voice. Woke up this morning with a scratchy voice, so I stopped and got me a little package of these Ricola throat drops and trying to make it through. Here we go. Chavez with the ball in the left wing. She kicks it up top, and a long 3 there by Luna. That's a big one. 55-51. Hobbs now trails by 4. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Hargrove across the timeline. Monterey in the man-to-man defense. Hargrove goes over to that right side. Thought about the step back. She crosses over between the legs. Now she shoots it. Her shot won't go. And the rebound by Luna. And here comes Monterey. They swing it over to Cole on the left side. She's got it. She's going to kick it out. Up, she floats it through the middle. There's a collision.
Oh, man.
Hargrove dives in. Ball gets deflected, going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Monterey ball.
A lot of contact there. I think I'll blow a whistle on that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be over here, Monterey's ball.
Chavez to throw it in right in front of their bench. She gets it over to Cole. Cole back to Chavez. Chavez with a little hard dribble step back. Crosses over between the legs. Hard dribble, step back again over to Cole. Cole wide open on the right wing. Her shot up, it won't go. Rebound by Mojica. Here comes Mojica pushing the ball up the floor. Hobbs trails by 4, 55-51. Hargrove with it near the top of the key, trying to reset the offense, steps through. A little spin move. Has somebody coming up behind her. They get it over the corner to Clay. Clay's shot is up. It rattles in and it's going to go.
Goes in.
Clay with 5. Hobbs within 2. 55-53. 2:50 on the clock. Cole brings it across the timeline. Monterey slowing it down. Chavez with it over on the left wing near the top of the key now. Crossover, step back. She faked the shot. Now she floats it. Her shot is up. It won't go. Big rebound by Cunningham and a takeaway by Chavez. Her next shot won't go. And this time they're going to call Chavez over the back. As David was down in there battling and said, give it to me.
Chavez is forcing that shot. The Eagles are doing a beautiful job on defense on her, man. Keeping her contained here.
2:30 on the clock remaining here in this game. 55-53. Hargrove brings it across the timeline. Crosses over. Heads over to the right side. Gives it to Clay. Brett Clay coming through. Gives it to Hargrove. And they're going to call Cunningham for the push-off foul. Man, and we had that wide open three with Hargrove in the corner. That's her third. That's Cunningham is who they call it on. They throw it into Chavez. 2:15 on the clock. It's a 2-point game. Chavez with the ball. Hobbs trails by 2. Chavez dribbles over to the left wing. Closely guarded by Mojica. She's going to step back and shoot a 3. It won't go. Big rebound by Cunningham. Cunningham comes away with it. Hobbs with a chance to tie it here with under 2 minutes to go. Brett Clay over to the left side. Hands to Hargrove. Hargrove thought about the attack. Spins through. Kicks it over to Mojica. Mojica comes off the pick. Floats it up and it goes in. Mojica with 2 more. We got a tie ball game. 55-55. Here goes Chavez. She's going all the way to the hole. She throws up a shot. It won't go. And they're going to call the foul. If they call it on Cunningham, that's 4.
They said 1-2.
1-2. That'll be Armitage. No, they called it on 2-2. That is 4.
Oh, man.
So Kendall Cunningham now with 4 fouls in a tie ball game. Chavez to the free throw line. She makes the first.
There's people in jail at the country club watching this game.
56-55. Chavez now with 29 points. She's got a chance for 30, and she makes it. She's now got 30 points, does Chavez. 1:38 on the clock. 2-point ball game. Hobbs down by 2. Hargrove brings it across the timeline. Over to Mojica. Mojica on the dribble drive through the middle. Kicks it out to Clay. Clay pump fakes. Floats through the middle. Throws up a shot. It won't go. Ball gets deflected around. They're going to call a holding foul. If they call it on Cunningham, she's done.
Let's see. Hold your breath there, Jimmy. Hold your breath. No, 14, number 1.
Okay, so they called it on Clay. That's good because that'll just be her first. So 55-57. Hobbs trails by 2. To the free throw line is Chloe Cerna. Shout out to my Chloe, back home in Eunice. 55-57. The first one is up, and it rattles around. It won't go. And the Hobbs Lady Eagles were playing it like a 1-and-1. It's that new
rule you were talking about earlier?
deal. There's no 1-and-1s anymore.
I guess we're going to get the memo.
Yeah, it's going to take you a little while for everybody to get used to that. You play your whole life one way, and they changed the rule this summer.
Imagine that.
So she'll get another. Her next one is up and good. She makes that one. You got a 3-point ball game. Hobbs trails 58-55. 1:20 on the clock. Mojica across the timeline. Over to Hargrove, over to David. David drops it down low to Cunningham. Cunningham flips it back out to David. David on the dribble drive. Steps through. Throws up a shot. It won't go. It's rebounded by Monterey. Chavez with it. Hobbs trails by 3 with a minute to go. Chavez going to step back with it. We may have to start fouling.
I concur.
50 seconds to go. Chavez just out there dribbling, trying to put on a little dribbling clinic. Skips it cross court to Cole. 45 seconds on the clock. Hobbs,
That's a little delay call, but that was a way delay call, but he called a foul on the Eagle there.
Artesia just beat Roswell 35-21. Artesia's your state champs. 43 seconds remaining here in this ball game. Chavez to the line. She makes the first. That's 31 points for Aaliyah Chavez. She'll have a chance at another. Hobbs now trails by 4. Chavez back to the line. Her next one is up, and it is good. That's 32 points for Chavez. We got a 5-point game, and the Hobbs Lady Eagles and Coach Karp are going to take a timeout. He's going to take a full. We'll keep it here. We're too close to the end to head back now. 42 seconds remain in this ball game. 60-55 is the score. I told you I had a scratchy voice when I woke up. All this hollering I've been doing over here, I've about lost it.
Sound like Dick Vitale,
I'm telling you, Dickie V, baby. Dipsy Doo Dunkaroo, the Diaper Dandies.
And you just dropped this phone.
Yeah, was that my phone?
Oh, what was it then?
It probably was my phone. No, my phone's up here. It must have been somebody else's phone.
Was it your gun?
I felt it rattling. It almost felt like an earthquake. We've had a few earthquakes in our area.
Yes, we have. That we have.
Hey, I tell you what, the game has been an exciting one. It's been a fun one to call. No matter what the outcome ends up being, we've got to see Aaliyah Chavez put up 32 points already in this ball game. We've got to see the Hobbs Lady Eagles come out and show that they can compete with the best of the best. This Monterey team is tough as nails.
And keep in mind, this is the Hobbs Eagles' first game.
Yeah, first game of their season.
They've done very good on defensive and offensive side.
And the NMAA wouldn't even let them start practicing until this past week. They just started practicing. They've been doing their open gym workouts, things like that, but they just started practicing this week. So it's a pretty good.
This could be a win. This is a win for them.
Yeah. So, and it ain't over yet. But
yeah.
40 seconds to go. Here comes Hargrove across the timeline. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham over to Clay. Trying to get up Mojica for a three. They come her off the pick. The shot is up. It won't go. Ball gets battled around. Ends up in the hands of Chavez. 25 seconds to go. They're trying to, Coach Carpenter trying to get them to go double her. They're headed up here. 18 seconds. Hobbs down 5. Chavez going through the middle. She's just putting on a dribble clinic. 12 seconds. Carpenter screaming for him to foul. 9 seconds to go. They're going to foul Chavez, and you don't want to foul her.
You don't.
But you got to.
You got the situation like this, you have to.
Yep. So Hobbs trails 5, 9 seconds to go in this ball game. I've greatly enjoyed being here. Maybe the station will have us back to cover some Lady Eagle games in the future. She knocks the first one down. That's 33 points for Aaliyah Chavez. 61-55 is the score. Her next one is up, and it is good. That's 34 points for Chavez. 8 seconds to go. Here comes Mojica across the timeline. The crowd's starting to pour out of here. They get it to Hargrove. Hargrove's three is up. It won't go. And at the end of the ball game, it's Monterey 62, Hobbs 55. The Lady Eagles showed they can compete for sure.
Yes, Tremaine, they did a beautiful job of that young lady on Chavez, keeping her contained to a certain point, not averaging 50 points like that one lady said she was going to get. So
yeah, it's it was a heck of a ball game. I enjoyed being here. Like I said, I'm hoping maybe they'll let us do a few more of these throughout the season. I've had a bunch of people from Hobbs say, hey, can you cover some more of our games? I would love to. My daughter's a senior at Eunice, and if they conflict with her games, I'm going to have to watch her games her senior year. It's just the way it's going to be. But I would love to do as many of these games for the Lady Eagles. This Lady Eagle basketball team, Coach Karp and the people down there in Hobbs, for so many years it was boys basketball. It was known as boys basketball, and it's still a huge thing down there. But Karp and this group have built a little dynasty here of their own. 6 state championship appearances in a row. They come over here, they show that they can compete with not only one of the top teams in Texas, one of the top teams in the country. And the Lady Eagles were in this game under a minute to go, trailed by 3, 2, whatever it was. I mean, within 2 minutes, we had a tie ball game at 55 apiece. And so the Lady Eagles showed they can compete.
All the way around, man. Defensive side and on offensive side. And they did a beautiful job containing that young lady, not getting the 50 points once again. So I think this is a win for them. Their first game of the season. Coming out, the coach can go home. Maybe a tweak here or there, but other than that, we did good. Yeah, good start to the season. Aaliyah Chavez, the top-ranked player in the country with 34 points. Over on the Lady Eagle side, you've got Mojica. She had, 9, 10, 11. You got Cunningham with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. David with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Armitage with 2, 4, 6, 7. Clay had a good night as well. We're going to throw the headset on Joe Karp. Joe Karp, come over here to talk to us. Joe Karp,
Man, your Lady Eagles came out here. They put on a heck of a show. 1 week of practice. You come face one of the top teams in the country and arguably one of the best players in the country. And you were tied at 55 with about 1:40 to go. What are your thoughts on what you saw today?
Well, I thought our kids played hard and played with a lot of heart and desire. Basically it was our 5th practice of the year, but you got to take your hat off to them. They did what they had to do to win. I just felt like we had some good shots and we just missed some opportunities, and I don't know how bad it was at the free throw line. So I just know that we had our opportunities, and hopefully in 10 games we'll be pretty dang good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I tell you what, I know I was impressed. I was excited to be here. The Lady Eagles came out and showed that they can compete. I mean, this Monterey team, the record doesn't quite show how good they are. They've set a couple of players due to injury here early in the season, and, you guys came out here and went toe-to-toe with them. It's like my picture that I posted on Facebook where I did the tail of the tape. I had Coach Carpenter and Coach Snyder, and they were getting ready to get it on. These two teams came out here and got it on, and your Lady Eagles, they swung toe-to-toe with the heavyweight champs.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Those are kind words, Jimmy, but I hate to lose. I can't stand to lose. It goes all over you, as a competitor, and I know those girls are a little upset right now, and they're frustrated, but we executed at the end. We got wide open 3 there. I told them, let's hit this 3 and call another timeout and make this interesting, and we just didn't hit it. But
well, I got to tell you, Coach, we really enjoyed being here. We hope to do some more of your games. I like watching you. I like the way you guys played. I like the things that you do, and I got to tell you, Coach, I've been proud of you and the success that you've had with this Lady Eagle program. Hobbs is known for basketball. Well, it was Eagle basketball for so many years. It still is. But the Lady Eagles, 6 state championship appearances in a row with Coach Carpenter holding the reins. We'd like to see you get back there again this year. I know you got a long season to go, but we look forward to covering some more. Any thoughts on tonight?
No, just, it was game 1, a little disappointing, but we can take a lot of positives from this game, but we definitely have some things we can work on. They exploited us in some areas, so it'll be good for us, and good game film to look at, and hopefully we'll bounce back Tuesday night against Hanks.
Yep. Well, Coach, we're proud of you. Appreciate you being here today. We're going to get you a cold brew gift card because the Gladdens take care of us, and Coach Carp's going to get one of those. We're going to give him one of them gift cards. I'll get him one. Coach Carp, cold brew's taking care of you. We appreciate you, Coach, and best of luck to you this season.
All right. Thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball here from Lubbock, Monterey. Monterey with the win. Hobbs starts the season, 0-1, but I tell you what, they put on a heck of a show and showed they could compete. I've got some buddies, like I said, that Hobbs people that told me, this is probably going to be a rough one tonight. And the Lady Eagles came in here and showed they could compete.
Yes, they did.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for listening to our broadcast. We'll send it back to the station. Good night, everyone. Have a great day. Have a safe trip home for the Lady Eagle fans.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all are clear?
Thank you, ma'am. You need anything from us?
Nope, you're good. Drive safe, guys.
Thank you. Have a great one.
Bye-bye.